Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. So in this video, I'm going to have a real quick kind of mail time unboxing and also a kind of a quick shop update. So I hope you guys will enjoy this video and sit tight and see all the kind of the neat swag that we've got going on here. So first off, I'd like to say thank you to Alex at Centered Ironworks. He sent me some great stickers and a lovely letter. If you guys don't know it already, I have a sticker cabinet, an entire cabinet, as a lot of smiths do, and a whole bunch of other tool stuff that I like to stick other guys' stickers and stuff on those cabinets and toolboxes and whatnots. So if you do have stickers that you'd like to send me to represent your own forge or something like that, and you might be able to see these in the background in some of my videos, you can send them to the contact link down in the description down below. You just get a hold of that. There'll be a link down there that goes to our P.O. box. It has all the address in there that you can ship us some stickers or other things. So thank you, Alex. You're awesome, brother. And Alex also has a YouTube channel. I'll try to link that up as well in the description. So if you want to go check him out as well. So thank you for being an avid supporter. We can drop everything, get your letter all dirty. Oh, thank you for being an avid supporter of the channel. Greatly appreciate it. So, next order of business, Dana Maggiore. Awesome supporter of our channel. He went ahead and sent me some more stickers. These are different types of stickers. These are square. So if you guys are interested in any of these will probably be posted on the website later. And we'll also be giving some of these away in our live streams that we do bi-weekly. So you will definitely want to check that out. Thank you, Dana, for sending these out and always supporting our channel so greatly, sir, so that we can do this. So he sent us a boatload, and I do mean a boatload of stickers. That's awesome. Also, I should point this out. Dana Maggiore, he also does live streams. I'm lacking on the date. I believe they're Sunday afternoons. I may be incorrect on that, but I will link his channel up down in the description as well. And again, he prints some really great stickers, really terrific stickers. So if you need to get some stickers, Dana's your guy. He's the guy you want to go check out. So thank you, Dana, for that. And also, he sent this great little 3D printed anvil. I thought that was awesome, although it's not a dual horn. But we'll survive it. But yeah, this is a pretty neat, pretty neat bit of kit here. Pretty smooth. I would have thought that it would have had a more rough surface texture. So, it's definitely come a long ways from just being like a basic hot glue days. So that's pretty cool. Little 3D printed anvil there. That will go into my collection, sir. I greatly appreciate it, unless you meant for this to be given away at some point, and in which case you can email me and I'll give it away. Then I've got another one in the thing here. I've already opened it. I'm a brat. I like to do those sort of things. Rob you all of unboxing experiences. But Yamez over at Island Metal Forge sent me this great little cross peen hammer that I'm going to be giving a spin and kind of telling him my thoughts and doing things like that. I won't be making an official review video or anything on this. I just wanted to mention it, that I am very appreciative and I'm super thankful to everyone out there in our blacksmithing family online here that constantly support Jessica and I with your great gifts and your great stuff that you send us and things like that. We are super thankful. Yamez also has a YouTube channel, and he live streams both on Saturdays and Sundays. So I will put a link to his channel as well down in the description. A lot of these channels, even if if you got to come back to the video a couple times and click on a couple different links, they are very well worth the subscribe. You should go check them out. They're part of the blacksmithing family here, and we invite you to be part of it. So again, Yamez, thank you for sending this over, sir. I will let you know my official opinions. Like as if that matters much. But I will let you know my official opinions, very shortly. But right off the bat, it feels pretty comfortable in the hand. I kind of like it, It is a little bit on the heavier side for me. My hammer's a little lighter than this, but that's fine. We might be able to move just a tad bit more material with it, huh? So I'll give it a little test, and who knows, you might actually see me use this in a few live streams. So thank you, Yamez, for sending this over to me and sending that out. And while we're on the subject of Yamez, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Forge Around the World book that he sent me. He created a video on it, and there'll be some other smiths that'll be creating videos and a playlist on this whole subject. So Yamez will have a playlist on this subject. But basically the concept is we're trying to ship this book all the way around the world. At first, we're going to be doing it to the more notable smiths that are around YouTube, the ones that you might know, kind of, maybe not just necessarily bigger names, but people who are pretty strong in the blacksmithing community online. We're going to be sending it around to those folks first and, getting some touch marks and, doing things like that. There's several pages here of this book, which is pretty cool. There's a couple different segments here. So it's going to be neat to see all the touch marks on here. So really the concept about this is that everyone that is part of the blacksmithing community and things, like when you're adding your touch mark to this, it's like you get to kind of just, in a way, and in essence, you kind of get to see all these smiths that kind of gone before you. And, you kind of get this, you get this, I don't know, a little more nostalgic feel about it, I guess, is what you would say, about all the smiths that had gone before you to take and actually touch mark this place. So I am one of the first smiths. Island Metal Forge already got his, he's already got one touch mark on this piece, and I will have my touch mark in there before you know it. So I will be doing a touch mark into this plate, and maybe another little slight alteration. So be on the lookout for the full video on this when I go into actually doing it. And that'll be a little while yet, probably a month or two before I get around to shooting this one, but be on the lookout for that video. It's going to be great. So thank you, Yamez, for making me a part of that. Greatly appreciate it. Next order of business. Whew. Bam. Milnerhofen. Let's talk about it. So Milnerhofen Tools had sent me this. Actually, JK Canvas had sent me this little diamond cutting wheel. He gave me this diamond cutting wheel a few months ago. Well, I don't know. It's been about a year ago now, just about coming up on a year. Anyways, so he gave me this to try out, and this is a diamond cutting wheel. I'm a really big fan of diamond cutting wheels, and the big trick to this is also a grinding wheel. So it has all this diamond on the side. Usually you don't see the diamond on the side. You just see it plastered right on the edge. So this was pretty neat. One of the things about this is that the company had a warranty on it. From my understanding, you send this back and then I don't know whether they reapply diamond or what they do to it, but you send it back, they exchange it for a new one if you ever wear it out. Now that's been my assumption so far. We'll see how that goes, because I've wore off the edges. And now, to be 1,000% honest, I have torture tested this thing. I have put this thing through its paces a lot harder than what the service life should be on your diamond wheels. I mean, to do all the testing I've done on it, and then I've cut stuff that's super thick with this thing and just like really buried it in there and stuff like that. So maybe I'm omitting too much, but that is me being very rough. So this thing ought to be, last you a really long time in normal circumstances, and not just constantly torture testing it like I did for the video in order to do the initial review and initial impressions video. So I've put this thing through the ringer and through the paces. All in all, I'm pretty super happy with this product. We'll just see how the return thing goes and comes back, because this is a fairly non-inexpensive. It's an expensive item. It's definitely kind of one of them luxury tools to have in the shop, but when treated right and doing things, it can replace probably a couple hundred blades, I would imagine, of your regular type of cutoff wheels and zip discs and things like that. So again, I want to check it out. It's a really well-made product. We're going to see how the little return and that kind of process goes, but be expecting kind of a review video, a final thoughts video on this tool. But I just wanted to give an update. Some people have been asking about this, so just figured I'd do that. Brings me into my next one. Whoop, bang. Okay, so Graph Black had sent me a diamond cutting wheel also to take and review and test out. It is my intention to go ahead and do that. I will probably go ahead and test this out. It says it's metal, angle iron, metal pipes, rebar, and sheet metal. It's used for, yeah, and they got a whole bunch of other stuff on the back, like up to 1,000 cuts. A lot of the manufacturers that make these diamond wheels will say 1,000 cuts or more. Again, your mileage is going to vary on that. So without me reading the whole thing, like I said, I'll do an official kind of, I don't know, review or unboxing, you know, initial impressions kind of thing, you know, where I'll actually put it through its paces and stuff and see how it holds up. I imagine, like with the other ones, it will hold up fairly well because that's been my general experience with diamond cutting wheels in the first place. One thing I'll say about these, diamond cutting wheels are expensive, but they're expensive only in context. So if you are a hobbyist, you could buy a diamond cutting wheel and probably never wear it out in your entire time as a hobbyist if you're doing the proper safety protocols and you're cutting with it like it was intended to be cut with. Most likely you're not going to wear it out. If you are a professional, it will take you quite a few more miles, the time and effort of constantly swapping blades when they wear out while you're trying to cut something becomes a nuisance. So it is a lot nicer to be able to throw on one blade and just keep that blade on a particular angle grinder and know that every time you pick it up, it's going to cut. So there's a bit of handiness, if you will. I'm not trying to waffle on about this too much, but you know, again, it's more of a conveniency for a professional smith. So if you want to take and get a diamond blade as a hobbyist, it's not overly convenient because it's expensive, but you could throw it on your thing, throw it on one angle grinder and just leave it there, and you know that every time you need to cut something, you could pick that thing up and make a cut and it's no big deal. In a professional blacksmith shop, however, there are times when I still go back to the regular abrasive cutoff wheels and discs just because I don't want to destroy a diamond blade. What will eat these up faster than anything is high carbon steel, so cutting off billets or thick steel, because these things will run hot. So you do have to take periods where you let there be cool off time where you don't have to do that with an abrasive cutoff wheel. An abrasive cutoff wheel just cuts until it, you know, annihilates itself, and then you put a new one on. So there are certain use cases where these are not handy. So just keep that in mind before you buy or anything like that. But again, I'll go into more detail and stuff, do some more cutting videos and whatnots on this, and you'll see how this one goes in the future. So enough of me waffling on about that. Thank you, Graph Black, for sending it to me. Yes, I'll be making a video on it, but it's going to be a while. As I said, got a full plate currently at the moment. Let's talk about this little anvil. So, had a pretty great video on it. I think I liked it pretty well. Some people took offense when I made this video because I said that it was not, you know, not an effective enough anvil for probably doing regular forging work or, you know, just your good general blacksmithing purposes because of it only being 22 pounds. I still stick by that because there's just not enough mass. Even though the whole anvil weighs 22 pounds, there's just not enough mass here underneath the hammer to do a lot of damage on some steel for practical purposes. Some people took that mean that I was kind of like, you know, needling them about it. It really wasn't. It's just a statement. So words really shouldn't hurt you that bad. Again, it's just a statement point. If this is all you have in your shop, then great. Then use it. I mean, use whatever you have in order to take and get to forging. You certainly don't have to have some 4,000-pound anvil to be able to be a blacksmith or do anything like that. You could have a sledgehammer stuck in the dirt and still be a blacksmith and still do work and still produce results. So, you know, do your own thing. But what is this anvil really good for? Well, this anvil, I've decided that it's going to go towards Jessica's smithing, and basically she likes to do a lot of jewelry. She does jewelry and enamel work out of copper, so I'm going to be making and delegating this anvil to her. And so we'll be doing a video where we'll clean this all up and polish the surface for jewelry work. So this is a really nice anvil, all perfectly set up for her. And then the one caveat that we'll do on this one that we haven't done on other anvils is we're going to set this up to be able to be sit at. So you can, wheel right up to it in a chair and you can work from a seated position, because that's what Jessica does quite a bit in her enamel work. And it's not really handy for her to go from enameling pieces to having to go stand up and go walk out to the other main shop to take and forge on something or, bend something. It's a lot easier for her to stay at like a workstation. So there'll be a workstation build along with an anvil cleanup build on this. So be sure to check that out. Other than that, in my review of it, it is a pretty great little anvil. I laughed at it quite a bit because it was small. It's just I haven't had any small anvils like this in my shop in a long time. So, again, it's a neat little anvil, and it will do great for the purpose. Especially the way this horn shape is going to work really well for bracelets and things like that interest Jessica. So anyways, that will be a video that'll be upcoming as well. So on to the last thing of my silly little blathering on here, as one of the commenters had said. But on to the last thing is, as you can see over here, I've got quite a bit of junk. It looks like junk, but it's not. I swear it's not. We've got a bunch of tongs over here that were given to us that we are going to be giving away in live streams. We have a boatload of them, like packages upon packages of them, and we just really couldn't be more thankful for those. So I did that to segue into our live streams. Our live streams are going to stay bi-weekly. They're bi-weekly live streams. Some people have wanted us to go back to doing weekly live streams. Other people are like, 2 live streams a month, I can't catch them, or whatever. Our live streams, just for all clarity, are at 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. generally. I'll do 7 p.m. generally. Sometimes we run over or run late on Friday nights. 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's Eastern Time, Eastern half of the United States. So if you can set your clock back or do whatever you got to do by there. The reason why we do them on Fridays and we do them so early is because it is a better workflow for us and getting our kids in bed, things like that. We have 3 kids, so we got to get them in bed by a certain time and things like that. But it's also a better way of life around here because we do have some older people in our community that are around us, even though we're quite far away. I don't want to be tippity tap tap tapping all night long like we've done before, where we might be out till 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night doing a live stream because we started them at 7. So, yeah, we're going to be doing those. Those are 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday nights or every other Friday night. If you need to find out when we do the live streams, when we do the anvil giveaways, we give away a 66-pound anvil once a month. As of right now, throughout the whole year of 2020, we're calling it the Year of the Anvil. And we give away door prizes like these tongs and sticker packs and you name it, right? Like things that people send us. Like we give those things away in those live streams to just give back and say thank you to our community. So if you want to be a part of that community, all that information is linked up in the description down below. We have a calendar event section. You can go check it out. Everything's clearly explained when we do live streams. And so we hope that you guys can get in on a part of those. It's has some pretty big turnouts, which is pretty cool, and a lot of really neat people showing up. So if you dig getting into 2.5-hour streams or 2-hour streams where with a bunch of different camera angles and a lot of teaching going on, if that's your thing, come join us on a Friday night. It's usually a pretty good time. So that's it for today. I really hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you did, all that jazz, hit that like button. Let us know down in the description down below, or not description, comment section down below. And if you'd like to support what we do here, show up to one of our live streams, or maybe even consider checking out our website at blacksmithpdfs.com. So that's it for today. God bless you. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.